Welcome to the Tom Barnard Family Podcast with
co-host Catherine Brandt.
Catherine's here.
Andy Barnard.
And Kristen Burke.
No, it's Kistenberg. She took the R from you.
Well, no. So Jude has had a tummy problem for the last 2 nights. So he's been throwing up his food for 2 days. So, and he only gets sick. He's one of these dogs that only gets sick at night. So when you're sleeping or trying to sleep, that's when he gets sick. And he looked pretty horrible. Today's the day. If he doesn't hold down food, I'll have to bring him to the vet because that'll be 3 days. And that's not good.
No,
I know.
It looked like he's doing
perked,
better.
He's perked up, though. I don't know what. He gets into everything. When he's walking on the sidewalk, he'll just grab whatever and eat it before you even know it's happening.
Yep.
So I bought a little green cleaning machine or whatever that thing is. Do you have one of those, Kristen, with cats?
No, it's a green cleaning machine.
What is it? I bought this little teeny weeny carpet cleaner. It's so tiny.
We don't have carpet.
I know, but don't you have a rug?
We have like little throw rugs, but not like big rugs or anything.
Okay.
Not with cats. It's too fuzzy.
Yeah, that's true.
Carpets in California are not great just because it's so warm all the time. And
Yeah. I agree. We have a ton of carpet in this place, and I don't know. We had a cat. Remember, Hobbs used to be Sir Barfs a lot. We call him.
Yep.
He would
Always
throw up
was
so
his
much.
whole life.
He'd always seek out a carpet under a table or a chair or something.
Yep.
soft.
To barf on.
So you can scrub.
Yeah. Wouldn't barf on the hardwood floors or whatever. It was always something that was hard to clean. Thank you, kitty. Or the couch.
Sometimes my cats are really smart and they'll go out and puke on the catio, and I appreciate that.
Oh, that's
It's very nice.
Yeah, really nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Burt, Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabankco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Very quickly, I was just sitting around watching a little TV, checking the news out, checking some entertainment out, doing this, that, the other. And then all of a sudden, I popped on a station, and there were 2 guys standing inside of a boxing ring with a referee, right? I'm like, well, this is interesting. I don't know. I'm assuming the fight was last night or something. But one of the guys in the fight, in the ring, was a rather large fella. He was pretty, I don't know if I'd say severely overweight, but he was definitely way beyond just overweight, okay? I'm like, God, that guy, I mean, I wonder if his heart's going to hold up. He's going to box in a ring and blah, 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 blah. So they're announcing the boxers, and they announce the first guy, ladies and gentlemen, here's Bill from Los Angeles. And everybody, yay, yay, yay. They point to the corner with the severely overweight man. And in the other corner, please welcome Tits Morgan. He's going by the name Tits Morgan. That's his name.
You remembered it.
Yes, I did.
You'll never forget
You'll
that.
never forget Tits Morgan.
Oh, my God. How about your mom, your dad? Maybe you got a girlfriend, some relative. You're going by the name Tits. That's really nice.
People go by all kinds of weird names.
I suppose they do. I guess that's probably
Well, it could be
true.
like Mel Gibson's Sugar Tits.
Yeah,
No one will ever forget that.
Yes, you're right about that. That is pretty hilarious, actually.
We saw Blue Moon.
We did.
What'd you think?
I can't believe that was Ethan Hawke. They must have dug a trench for him to walk around in because the guy he was portraying was like a 5 foot flat guy. I mean, he's very short.
About
and
5
Ethan
feet,
Hawke is even bigger than that, isn't he?
I'm going to say he's about 5'10", somewhere around there.
Yeah. They made him look so short. Like when he was standing up to a bar, it was to his chest. So they were really trying to play how tiny that guy was, and they had Ethan Hawke sitting down a lot, so people were always looking way down,
looming over him.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was a very well done, very well written. It really shows the pretentiousness of the whole Broadway culture.
Right, Rogers and Hart.
Yeah,
so good.
But I just don't know who the audience these days would be for this.
I mean, Oscars. I mean, he's nominated for his 5th Oscar this year
Okay.
for that role. And I mean, it's people who really are cinemaphiles.
Yeah.
You know, it's a smaller movie, but it's definitely one. It's for the people that are always looking for the prestige films.
Was it a Broadway play? Felt like it was a Broadway play before, or should be, or will be.
Not that I
maybe.
know
don't
of,
know.
but yeah.
Yeah, Lawrence Hart was canonically 5 feet tall, sometimes described as even under 5 feet tall.
Really?
Yes, it's 5'10". So
Oh, I was
And they
guessing
said-
right.
they said no CGI was used. They just used practical effects to make him look 5 feet tall.
His
let's-
makeup, everything, it did not look like Ethan Hawke. You would never.
But
No.
why not,
I mean,
You'd
why
never
not
know.
cast a guy who's 5 feet tall? Because then you don't have to do all that crap. I don't know.
I don't know if anybody could pull that role off. I thought his acting was great. I thought.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ethan Hawke's a great actor. He
Yeah.
is. I think I told this story, but I saw him at the Critics' Choice Awards in January, and I accidentally caught his eye, and he was constantly being barraged with people, and I was like, his social battery had run out, and he was like, you know, when you're just exhausted from talking, and I accidentally caught his eye right as he did that, and I started laughing because I'm like, oh, I get it. Your social
Yeah.
battery is drained from having to be on for all of the journalists who are surrounding you right now.
exactly.
All right, I have to report something. We've had somebody comment on the opening of the show, TFFI, South
Tiffy.
Carolina. Right? Tiffy, yep.
Oh.
I thought Katie Morgan was Tits Morgan. So they actually stole the name from another person?
Might have
Really?
been a joke.
I don't know if it was or not.
Katie Morgan is. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Googled it. I
she's,
think I get the joke.
she's an adult star.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
she
I
is.
figured.
Okay.
I had no idea who she was, Tiffy, but thanks for letting me know. We know what Tiffy's doing in his private time.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a Chesty Morgan that was a Minneapolis
Oh, Chesty
stripper.
Morgan,
She
yep.
was
Chesty Morgan.
Yeah, she was around for
Yep.
years. Everybody knew who she was.
Oh, it's like Ron Jeremy for years and years and years. He was like a fixture in and around Hollywood.
Yeah, I never got
Yeah.
that.
Do you think this boxer actually stole her name, Tits Morgan?
I don't.
Maybe he spells it with an E or something.
Yeah, maybe he does.
Who knows? Who
Whatever.
knows?
It's like, really? That's your name, huh?
Tiffy
All
said,
right.
if you know, you know. Tiffy. I don't want to look at
exactly
your
right.
Google search history.
No. I'm good to go there. There's no question.
Yeah, lots of crazy news stories this weekend. That she was a former ice skater. She was murdered. through
What?
a Starbucks drive-through. Yeah, there's some
Oh, yeah, that's
Olympian-
right. Yeah, yep.
ice skater. I think it was Detroit.
God.
She was in her car in the drive-through line at Starbucks, and somebody just came up and killed her.
Figure skating coach.
Coach, sorry.
Well, I figure saying coach, okay. But they killed her for no reason? Robbery or something?
Nobody knows.
Guns down at Starbucks drive-thru in St. Louis.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Sorry, St. Louis, Missouri.
Stole her
sorry.
bank cards and driver's license. Yeah, it's. Gee, I
Yeah.
wonder what he was
and ended
doing.
up killing her for it? That's insane.
It really is.
But wasn't she like an Olympic coach? I think she was like a big deal coach. Not
It
just
says
like-
that she competed on synchro teams in juvenile, intermediate, and junior levels. She represented Team USA, but it looks like she was in synchronized. So she won a silver medal at the U.S. Synchronized Skating Championships, which are not a part of the Olympics right now, but still a big deal in the skating
Okay.
world.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
I
Everybody's
like
like, what the heck?
Yes, what the heck is a good way to put it. There's no question about it.
Margaret says there was a dance mom who killed her kid in Vegas.
What?
Oh, my
Over the
God.
weekend? Oh my God.
What is wrong with people? Chris and I were just talking about this before the show
Yeah.
started. This world is going way off the deep end, and most of it is because of what comes across well, it's not a radio anymore, it's podcasting, but you sit around and watch television. It's like, what the hell is wrong with people?
Oh, yeah, it
People
was
just
a
can't.
murder-suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Dance
was.
Mom.
Murder
Was?
Saturday
suicide.
night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh my God.
Cool.
Unbelievable.
Well, I went to dance competitions a lot when Alex was younger.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Some of those moms.
there's a lot of moms that are quite crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So if anyone's going to the Rio Hotel anytime soon, make
Oh, was
sure
that
you're
the
not in
Rio? We
Rio?
stayed at the Rio once.
The Rio is like a hotel now forgotten. It's not like the cool Rio it was
Right.
20
Well, it's in
years
a-
ago.
Yeah, well, it's a weird it's a weird spot. You have to go across that bridge. It's constantly covered in trash, and it's just a little farther away, and it's just I don't know.
But for a while there, for a hot minute there, because they shot the Real World's Las Vegas there, it was really, really popular. And a couple of the clubs there were amazing. In fact, I saw Tiger Woods there at the
Oh,
Rio
yeah.
late one
Yep.
They
night.
must have
and he-
well, this is a long time ago. I think maybe one of the first places we went to with KQ was the Rio,
Yeah, I think so.
wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah. No doubt about it. It's
Tiger Woods. Don't you want to hear my Tiger Woods story? He
I
tried to
would
get
love
my
to hear.
friend into his booth. Like he had, a table and everything, and he was really trying hard because he likes blondes. And my friend was like a tall blonde, and he tried really hard to get her to come join him.
Really?
And then into his room later, yes.
Oh,
And this was like he was single at the time, but
Mm-hmm.
he hadn't married yet. But it's still you still go.
yeah,
Right.
You had a girlfriend, so
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing, who needs it? Like,
Who
you
needs
go
it?
over there and leave me alone.
Who needs it?
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish, yeah.
She's also the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, the guy that started the meme about her living on stolen land, she got him deported.
She what?
She
Hey,
got him
that sounds
deported.
made up.
I'm not. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so.
well, he's claiming it. It's not
Oh,
fact.
yeah.
He's claiming it. So
He's an Australian activist and influencer, and he says that Billie Eilish deported her or deported him.
Well, she for sure called the cops on him, and he didn't even like do anything. He just made this meme on social media. He didn't like attack her or say he was going to do anything wrong or whatever. They're like, he's going to come on my
well, he's
her
making
stolen
claims
land,
that,
though.
but he's making claims that we don't know if they're substantiated. He's saying He says, I think her legal team contacted DHS. I spent 30 hours at LA Immigration trying to explain that my shit posts were just a joke and that I didn't actually plan to personally move into her mansion. Honestly, most of the agents were nice, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes into politics, blah, blah, blah. So, but, if you're making even joking threats on social media, not necessarily even towards Billie Eilish, you can get yourself flagged anyway because they are looking at social media for people coming in and out of the country.
Yep.
That's true.
He might have done it to himself.
Well, all he said was, "What can I move in your giant mansion that's on stolen land?" I don't think that's threatening, is it? It's a
It
joke.
depends. I don't know. And who, I mean, but we don't even know
Yeah.
what's on his record. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's saying that this is happening, but we don't know if he has something else on his record that had DHS detain him. I don't know. Until we have that verified, I take that as a question mark.
All right. Now he's saying he's a performance artist.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he's
that's
pulling stunts. He's getting headlines, so he is going to be just fine.
Yeah, there you go. Charlie wants to know, Kristen, did you talk about Jeremy Piven's comedy tour?
Does anyone really want to see Jeremy Piven's comedy tour?
Is
Jeremy
he
Pivens.
is he that little tiny guy? He's about
He
5
is.
feet tall.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the biggest pricks I've ever met in my
Well,
life.
he was
what a
he was
horrible
canceled for sexually abusing boys, right?
Oh, was he?
Boys.
No.
No,
Women.
I don't
Women.
think so.
Women. Sexually harassing,
Oh,
assaulting.
okay. I thought it was boys.
Yeah.
All right. Not that it makes much difference.
I had a friend
So-
who dated him, and he's a pain in the butt. I mean,
He's
he's a
terrible.
hard person to work with. He was
Yep.
fantastic in Entourage as Ari.
Yep.
He was amazing in that show, but he played himself, and he really hasn't done that much since. And I am sure that he is doing a comedy tour just to keep the funds going.
Yeah.
Did not know he was a comedian.
People are remembering this. This is amazing. Jeremy Piven is Tommy's buddy. Yeah, he sure is. And was rude toward Tom. He was very rude to me, actually. He was promoting it on KQRS. Jeremy Piven is a total douche. Everybody's posting what an asshole Jeremy Piven
Everybody.
is. Everybody.
I've told this story on here before, but my
Yeah.
friend was producing him in I want to say it was Hamlet. I'm pretty sure it was Hamlet. And he claimed that he had mercury poisoning from eating too much sushi. And he almost lost, like my friend, you put money in as a producer. They almost lost all of their funding and the everything until Alan Cumming stepped in at the last minute. So, yeah, but they wound up in like a whole legal mess too. And Jeremy's like, how dare you not believe my mercury poisoning from overeating sushi?
I mean, it's possible technically, but I think you have to eat quite a bit of sushi to get mercury poisoning.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it was just an excuse because he was not ready to perform Shakespeare is really what it was.
Oh.
So I had to hear the names Jeremy Piven and Tits Morgan in the same morning.
And we called Jeremy Piven, don't forget, the pivot.
The pivot. That's
The pivot.
That's
the pivot.
right.
Yeah.
What an asshole that man is. Oh, God.
Was Jeremy
But hey-
Piven one who said he didn't feel like being funny?
Yeah.
Or was that was him?
Somebody else said it too, though. I don't feel like being funny today. And my response was, oh, well, do you ever feel like being funny? Because I haven't witnessed it.
Yeah, and
he
then
did
didn't he feel like get on a plane and leave or something?
Yep, and he got on a plane and left.
Margaret says no. No to who?
No to what?
No
That
to
was
the
Colin
pivot.
Kane. Yes, that was Colin Kane. That's right. I remember.
Oh, Colin Kane's the one who said got on the airplane.
What would we do without Margaret and her brain?
Yeah.
Margaret, you're
Exactly.
saving the show again.
You guys can go to Hollywood, Florida in September and go and see him if you want to.
I hope, yes, I'll be right up there.
Here's one I don't understand, and we can move along after this. I saw Jeremy, this is from Thomas. I saw Jeremy Piven do stand-up show a few years ago, did the meet and greet, and after it, what a jerk. Every single person that's met him knows what an asshole this man really is.
Why do a meet and greet if you don't
I
want
know.
to and greet? You don't have to. No
He
one's
doesn't like people. He doesn't like people.
No.
Just get off the stage and go home. No one's going to...
What was he in that was funny? I don't remember.
He was great in Entourage. And he did a lot of films. His best buddy is John Cusack. They grew up together in Chicago. He's great in Serendipity. There's like, he pops up in things, but Entourage is probably his most notable one. He won an Emmy, probably several Emmys for it, at least one.
He won a
But
Golden Globe and 3 consecutive Emmys.
there you go.
Yeah, it was a good show. That was a good show.
As Ari, he was amazing, but he
was.
was playing himself. It's crazy.
All right. Major X, this is the last one I read, I promise. Major XTC. It's XTC, get it? Major Ecstasy. I'd rather have a cat puke in my shoes than see anything with Piven in it. About cat puking in your shoes. Okay, well, that works. That
While
works
you're
for
still
me.
wearing them.
Yep. Well, you're still wearing them,
Even
exactly.
Jude didn't do that.
Yeah, we're in the currently,
Unbelievable.
Colin is in the putting things in other things phase. So sometimes there'll be like, a tea biscuit or something in my shoe. When I go to put it on, I always have to make
Whoops.
sure. Never had a
Whoops.
cat do anything to my shoes, but I've certainly had toddlers put things in my shoes.
Oh, Louise used to put things in my shoe.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. I'd
Drop
find
them in there?
Yeah, I'd find twister seals. She loved
Oh,
twister
God,
seals.
cats love those
She
things.
put them in my shoe.
They
don't know
love
why.
them. I don't know why. Those
The
things are like
greatest.
crack to cats.
Oh,
sure
they're so
are.
much fun.
They sure are.
They just love them.
It's a wonderful deal.
Wheezy would play with one for a half hour. It was
So,
ridiculous.
are there any shows or movies coming out without a big prick like Jeremy Piven? in it?
Well, you have to wait until the Olympics are over. It's a pretty
Yeah,
quiet,
right. That's true.
yeah, this week. I mean, the big thing and I wish Alex were here because I have a feeling she might have watched this show growing up. But there's a big documentary that's out today on Netflix about America's Next Top Model,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
which was huge.
It was.
And Tyra Banks caught a lot of heat for some of the photo shoots that she did with the contestants over the years. Like one of them, they had people in blackface, but they phrased it as you are going to be someone of a different ethnicity, and they're painting like white people in blackface on the show.
Did they paint black people in whiteface?
No,
How long ago was this?
I don't know what year that particular episode was, but I think the show started airing somewhere around 2003. So, and it
Because
ran for a long time.
Howard Stern did it. Ted Danson
Yeah.
did it.
People
But
did
you're
that.
a
seemed to be a-
contestant on a show, and you don't have a lot of say.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yep.
So Tyra Banks should like, and she taught, and there was a lot of weight shaming. So she kind of goes back. And supposedly in the documentary, I haven't watched it yet. It's 3 episodes. It's out today, but there's a lot of controversy too. And she's like, well, you guys kept wanting more. So we kept like pushing, the envelope.
Yeah.
And that's not really taking accountability. Cause I think you can say like, hey, at the time, this is kind of what the climate was. Doesn't mean it was right. I do take accountability for it.
Sure.
So.
I mean,
And she's not friends with like anybody who worked on the show. That's the other thing. Like all of the judges. Really? Yeah. They all had a falling out. So they're all talking in the documentary. So everyone says it's very, very juicy. So if anyone cares, it's on today on Netflix.
all right.
What's it called?
America's Next Top Model. Let me see what the official title is. Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model.
Oh, okay.
So,
there
yeah.
you go. All right.
We're just
Now we
waiting
got
for
it.
the Mario Galaxy movie. April 1st. It's coming. It's going to
What is
be
it?
Ethan's first theater experience, Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
That'll be
Gonna
a
be
big
the-
one.
It's going to be the first movie Ethan's going to see in the theater. When
All
we're going to
right.
see
Well,
how
we've got
that
about
goes.
8 weeks.
I know, a month and a half.
Yep.
I don't know. He's still pretty crazy.
He'll be like that till he's 8. So
Yeah,
just so you know.
Ethan's
Charlie-
currently. Oh,
Charlie
go ahead.
just said he ran into John Cusack at Colony Records in New York City in the late 1980s.
Another guy said he ran into him, and he was a prick too.
Yeah, John Cusack can be a little prickly too, and it's not surprised that he's best friends with Jeremy Piven. Colony Records, though, which rest in peace, Colony Records. I used to spend my Friday nights there with my friend Ken Davenport, who is now a Broadway producer, and we used to just go through Broadway albums and just sit there. We were the biggest nerds in college. Like that's what we did on Friday nights. We used to go to Colony Records in Times Square, but it's no longer, unfortunately.
Oh.
What are you gonna do?
I do not recognize John Cusack. I'm looking at him, and he's
Say
nobody.
anything? You didn't
No.
say anything?
It's been a while.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen a photo of him in a long time.
Yep.
Well, he looks like he was apparently like a teenage heartthrob in the 80s. So
Yeah.
I would not know who that is.
He was even working into the early 2000s a lot, though. I'm just
Yeah.
surprised that he didn't. Serendipity, Say Anything wouldn't be in your wheelhouse, but I feel like later on.
Well, here's one.
What?
I may-
Bateman Out, Broadcast News. He's in a lot. Stand By Me, One Crazy Summer is really good. If anyone, Better Off Dead. He's some really good. 16 Candles, that's right. He came out of the John Hughes era.
Oh, that's right.
John Hughes. Those were good movies.
Yeah, Gross Point Blank, he's really good in. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, he's fantastic in.
Yep.
Pushing Tin, he's great in. Being John Malkovich, he's amazing
Yeah.
in.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, he's got a lot of really good movies over the years.
No doubt about it. So, you got any good movies that we should watch this? I know it's Monday only, so we didn't be talking about the weekend yet, but
Did you guys go see Wuthering Heights over the weekend?
No.
we did not.
No. It did really well at the box office. Did Tim talk about it on Friday?
Yep.
A lot. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot.
Too much?
I don't know about too much.
Did he
but
give it
yeah.
a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Or
He
like
said
an
it's beautiful and it's definitely like Oscar worthy in categories, but as far as this, he said you don't like anybody in the story.
Yeah, he said everyone's hateable.
Yeah, he says kind of a downer story, and it's like, oh well, most people haven't read that book anymore. I mean, who's read that book?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe people my mom's age were reading.
I've read
that
it in
book.
school.
Did you read it in school?
Yeah. English
Yeah.
lit class in high
I
school.
don't think a lot of people did. So once again, it's a story that most people aren't familiar with anymore.
Yeah, I
So it's all news.
Yeah, I feel like it was a big English lit class book.
Okay.
Maybe it's like a New England school thing because certain regions read certain books too, you
Yeah.
know? And I find other regions like don't read, they read something else. They're like, oh no, I didn't read that. We read blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, okay. Look at everyone's talking about John Hughes movies.
They are now, yes.
Yeah.
What is she hooked up with Long Duck Dong?
Oh, yeah, and 16 Candles. 16 Candles. They're talking about Joan Cusack was also in 16 Candles along with her brother.
All right.
And, yep. Little Women, Jane Eyre, Pride and Prejudice. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Scarlet Letter.
There was a guy named Long Duck Dong.
Oh, it's extremely racist now when you look back on it. You're
Oh,
like, how
is
did
it
they get it?
really?
Oh, my God. So bad.
Whoops.
And
That's
you know,
not
and
good.
some of the funniest lines were given to the guy who played Long Duck Dong, and people would repeat it all the time over the years, and now you'd be like, now it just makes you cringe.
What are you gonna do? Such is life, right?
Yeah, things don't age well. Sometimes you're like, oh,
This is very true.
No,
Yep.
that is true.
Yep.
It is absolutely true. So, any good things on TV to watch?
I'm telling you, you're going to watch the Olympics, or you're going to watch
No.
America's Next Top Model,
Nope, I'm not gonna.
or you
watch
can
either
go
one
watch
of them.
Love Story, the one on JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette.
I'm good.
Everyone's watching that. Have you
None
caught
of
up on
those-
all of your other shows? Are you up to date on Tracker?
Yep.
No, we're a whole season or two behind.
Oh, are
on
we still?
Tracker. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were caught up.
It's a good show, but
It is a good show.
it's the same storyline every single time
Yeah.
practically. So
Number one show on TV.
we have a
is
tendency to
good.
just watch one every couple of weeks or so,
Right.
or every or
Right.
longer. We finished Landman. We finished Mayor of Kingstown.
Second season of Palm Royale. Have you seen that yet?
What? No, we've got one or two left of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
This
Very
season
good.
I don't think is as good.
It's not as strong. No.
Nope, it's not.
It really is. It's kind
Have
of
you
boring.
watched? Did you watch the second season of Man on the Inside? That's a really good one.
We're
I
in
know
the mid. We're starting that. Yep.
that one's really good, and trying to think what else is good that you can catch up on, because we've got another week left of the Olympics. They don't end
Right.
until Sunday, of course. So
Yeah.
I don't. When I was a kid, I loved the Winter Olympics, the Summer Olympics. I loved all. And I don't even watch it anymore.
oh,
It's
I
like,
love
whatever.
them. It's so much
A
fun.
lot of people do. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people love it.
Your Friends and Neighbors. Have you watched Your Friends and Neighbors with John Hamm on Apple?
No, but I like John Hamm a lot.
Yeah, and that's getting another season, so you can watch season
okay.
1 ahead of season 2.
There we
Give
go.
that a whirl. Something to
That'll
watch
be out
for
in
me,
I
huh?
think it's out in April. So season 2.
Excellent. We'll get that done.
Yeah, there's plenty for you to watch.
There's plenty. Yeah,
All
Blue Moon
right.
just happened to pop up, and I'm like, this looks like a good movie.
Yeah,
But I never heard of it. I don't think. Have we ever talked about it?
I don't think so.
I don't know if Tim brought it up, because it definitely is in the award show mix this year. So
Yeah.
What movie?
Blue
Moon.
Moon.
the one we were talking
No.
about with Ethan Hawke.
No, we didn't talk about it.
I didn't think so.
All right. Well, you got another big day ahead of you now.
I do. I have to work today. I know. I'm filling in the
President's Day.
newsroom. I was like, wah, wah. And it's raining. So it's kind of like cozy. So I'm going to go right at a cafe and have like a nice warm cup of tea or something.
Well, we'll tell you how we're walking shoulder to shoulder because last night, of all the 35, 40 years that Catherine and I have been coming down to Florida, it rained so hard last night, and I mean poured and thunder, like that Catherine thought a helicopter was landing on the building.
I did. I was like, well, I think we're being swatted. I think somebody's doing something
Honest to
so
God.
loud.
It was amazingly loud.
That's a lot of rain.
It was a lot.
I thought this morning I woke up and I heard like drip, drip, and I was like, no, don't tell me there's a leak somewhere. It was outside. It was raining. It
was
started
raining,
raining
yeah.
earlier than I expected, but I don't get used to the rain sound here as much.
Well, there's one thing Florida can do is dump a lot of rain in a very
it could
short
rain.
period of time.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
No question about it.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing before you go out, I got to tell you, because I was thinking about you when I was watching it this morning. I don't know what this is, but on places like YouTube channel and there are like 4 or 5 channels like that do those kind of videos and all that. Apparently, you probably don't even know this because I didn't know it until today, that people cannot wait to get out of Florida and California. They hate them
Oh,
both.
clickbait YouTubers. Yeah.
I know.
Is that what that is?
They're always like, people are fleeing California. And I'm like, tell that to the hour-long traffic I sit in every day.
Right.
Because for the amount of people that
Right.
leave, actually more people come in. So
But I don't see
crazy.
anybody. Do you know anybody that's leaving, Catherine? Everybody I know is staying here. I don't.
Some
Whatever.
people are moving further inland and getting away from the traffic. That's
Yeah.
Well, there is
Maybe.
that. I think
Kind
Florida
of.
might be the fastest growing state population wise.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
infrastructure is going to be an issue.
Oh
Yeah, it sure is.
You know, because we see it in California, and my mom saw it, you know, before she left Florida. Their little area just exploded, and they could not handle all of the influx of people.
Yeah.
Well, let me put it this
amazing.
way. I won't talk about the current situation, but the very first house that Kath and I purchased in Florida was many, many years ago. We bought it for what, $220,000?
I think so.
220 grand for a 3-bedroom house with a pool,
Yep.
by the way.
Yeah.
And it's a house, not even a condo.
And it's a house, not even a condo, and I believe it just sold for like $700,000 or $1 million. It went from 225 to near $1 million. It's like, whoa. It's
It's
spending.
crazy to see some of those prices.
Yep.
Our former summer home in Maine sold. It was like 2-point-something million. I was
There
like,
you go. There you
My
have
dad
it.
built that from like the ground up. I was like, he probably never thought it'd be a $2+ million home.
Well, I'll close with this. I heard a guy, because, you know, with that rain going on, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and haven't gone back. I got enough sleep anyway. I got like 7 hours of sleep anyway, so it was fine. But I'm watching all this stuff about, you know, this happening here and that happening here. The number one thing is always, and it costs just $2.5 to $3 million. Like everything now is $2.5 to $3 million to start.
California, I love it when they're like, this is such a cute starter home. You'll hear the real estate agents like
Yeah,
doing it on
yep,
social media, and they're like,
yep.
it is 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,100 square feet for 1.3 million. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I may be stuck in my condo, but I have 1,400 square feet, people.
Yeah.
Well, there was a guy on there that said, well, I hope, you know, you're making more than $1 million a year now, because that's what you're going to need to get by. $1 million a year now is like the base for them.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, the Bay in Northern California, the Bay Area, you are in poverty if you're earning like 100K.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I
Almost
believe it.
everywhere now.
Yeah.
I believe it.
All right, I kept you too long. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Behave. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank
Bye.
you. Kristen Bird Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We shall take a break and be right back. We don't have a guest today, right, Andy?
Correct. Allie Nick was supposed to come in, but he's sick just like everyone else. I think today is like the first day I would consider myself to be not sick.
Great. So you guys, for President's Day weekend, dragged it all down here.
Way to go.
You northerners.
Probably, yes.
All right. Charlie from Albuquerque. I paid $30,000 for my starter home in Des Moines in 1978.
God.
There you have it.
What was in Des Moines in 1978, though? It
Oh,
can't have
30
been a
grand.
big
Well,
city.
Des Moines has always been a fairly decent sized city.
Oh, yeah. Des Moines is good. I love, when I worked at Capitol Records, that was part of my territory to go, well, it was the entire Midwest, the entire central part of the United States, but I used to go to Des Moines all the time. I love Des Moines. That's a
Des
great
Moines
town.
population in the 70s was about the same as it is now. So,
Yep.
all right then.
All right, we shall take a break. Be right back. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hand for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Let's talk about my bank. That'd be North American Banking Company. Look, it's easy to feel like just another account number at the big national banks, but that's not how it works with my friends, and they are my friends at North American Banking Company. Whether you're visiting their locations in Roseville, 50th in France, Hastings, Woodbury, Shoreview, or Maple Grove, you'll always find real people who know you by name and actually care about your finances, not some AI chatbot. They also offer all the modern conveniences you expect, like online and mobile banking, but with a personal touch that only a community bank can offer. So, why settle for less when you can bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We're rocking out, man. That's all I have to say. So, no, that's too bad that L.A. Nick couldn't make it in today. I was looking forward to talking to him.
Yeah, he's going to try again next Monday. So
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in quite some time. No, he's constantly on the road, I think, still.
well, that's part of it. Yes, he's going to be like, I think he just got back and he's going to be leaving again in a month. So it's like, yeah. It's always
he is?
an
I thought
trying to get him.
last time he was on, I think he said he bought a place in Italy. Didn't
I
he?
don't. Yeah, he was looking to. I don't know if he ever actually did.
Oh, I thought he bought one.
Yeah, he might be moving out of Minnesota soon. Then
Nancy's not going to leave Minnesota.
No, I wouldn't think
No?
so.
No.
You
Her
attached?
mom comes back here, and there's some
Oh,
business
yeah.
stuff, and I don't.
and they
think
put all
she's
that work into the place. I mean, you haven't been to the place since you left, have you?
No, I went.
No.
I went there when Nick was there. Dad hasn't, but I've been there.
Yeah, the amount of work that he's put into that barn.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
quite different now. Yeah,
Yes.
he did all.
Well-
I think.
It's a separate house now.
Yeah, you could easily live in that barn.
Well, remember that barn burned down and we had a brand new one built.
Mm-hmm.
And that barn, I think, was all the way back then. That barn was still about $500,000.
No way.
Oh, yes, it was.
That was like in the mid '90s, wasn't it?
That was a long time ago, yeah.
Well,
Late
it was
90s?
so people understand it wasn't just a barn. It was a contractor had built our house or the
Right.
house. We had nothing to do with it, and he built a very nice workspace right next to the barn. So it was
Yeah,
like a
yep.
separate, basically a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, hardwood floors, stone, field stone fireplace, the whole 9 yards. It was very nice. And then
beautiful.
that's what burned down. So the
Right.
whole thing had to
Yep.
be redone. So it wasn't
Yeah.
just like a barn. It
No,
was,
no.
I don't
it was
even remember
another
the old barn.
structure. No,
I don't remember the old barn at all. No.
Well, how old were you?
that's what I remember the most.
How old? Really? Huh. That's interesting.
Well, you were down there all
How
the
old
time, Catherine.
was
with the
I?
horses.
That's true. She was down there quite a bit. I mean, I couldn't have been older than 10. I mean, it was when we went to Hawaii, whenever that
Yeah.
was. I don't know. Someone out there probably remembers when they saw it on the news, because
When
I
the
remember
barn
it was
burned
like
down.
it was a big story in Minnesota at the time.
Remember what Paul Major said? Because I was in an argument with Paul Majors at the time because we were friends, and then we kind of had a little battle going for a while or whatever. And somebody sent me the news clip on Channel 11. It was Paul Majors. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a video of a farm owned by Tom Barnard and his wife Catherine. And I'd like to tell you up front, I am not the one who set fire to the barn. He said that on the news report. I'm like, what the hell, Paul?
Suspiciously specific.
Yeah, it really kind of
Well,
is,
they,
Paul.
yeah, they never did find out why it happened.
Like,
No, they
Tiffany,
never
when
did.
was the barn fire, Margaret? She says she can't remember, though.
What was that?
She says they were wondering if Margaret remembered.
Yep. He just assumed that she would know.
Yep.
Why not? Yeah, why didn't you know, Margaret? Just
Fake
turn
fan.
your back on us. Way to go. Yeah, typical. Whatever.
I mean, I couldn't have been more than it would have to have been like 95 through 98, somewhere in that.
Well, Alex
I'm-
was old enough to get on an airplane and go all the way to Hawaii, so she wasn't tiny.
No, she wasn't that tiny.
You
Well, no,
both
I'm
were
like thinking-
swimming. I think you were around 12 and Alex was around 9 or something like
That
that.
sounds about
10,
right. Well, I
8.
remember, let's see. The Game Boy Color hadn't come out yet. I can tell you that much. When was that?
Oh,
I just
God,
love
what a shock.
Your timeline is
What
all
a
about
shock.
the video game.
Exactly.
So
That's true.
funny.
The Game Boy
Oh
Color
my
came out
God.
in 98. So it would have probably been like 96 or 97.
Yeah.
So you
that
were
sounds
10,
right.
almost 10.
I was probably 10 or 11, something
10
like
or
that.
11,
So I mean,
yeah.
old enough to remember the old barn. Do we have any pictures of it?
I don't think so.
We probably don't, honestly. That was back
Probably
before
not.
people.
Well,
took
we might
pictures.
have some actual pictures, not digital pictures, because we didn't have.
Well, no, there was no digital cameras back
Yeah,
then.
I bet if you dug through some of the
Yeah.
photos, you'd find the pictures of the old barn.
That was a
Maybe.
great place to live. That was a really nice place to live. I know that.
I got someone texted in. Speaking of famous people, I met Alice Cooper in a wayside in the middle of nowhere in Texas in 1986.
There you go. Good guy. Really nice guy.
Once I was flying back to San Diego to the submarine I was on from Minneapolis. I was
Oh.
across the aisle from Carl Eller.
Carl, another great
He was
guy.
surprised I knew who he was. I told him I used to watch him beat the crap out of the Packers when I was a kid.
Yeah, there you go. No, I tell you, both of the people you just mentioned there, Carl Eller's a really nice guy. And it's nice to see a guy who's 6'6", weighs about 270 solid muscle, being a nice guy. I really like that when they're nice guys, when they're that big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alex in the chat liked my Game Boy milestone thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
that's-
shock.
That's how I remember the year that we went to Vegas, because I remember in Vegas playing Pokemon Silver, which came out October 2000, so we went in 2000.
I remember you and Alex got us kicked out of the little gambling area at our hotel because they said no children can even be on the floor of the gambling area.
I remember doing penny slots, but I don't think that was at the hotel.
That was not at the
I
hotel.
think that was like a gas station or something. Like we pulled over
Yep.
and you let me put like a penny in a slot machine, and I was like, well, that was boring.
Yeah.
You didn't care for that too
Yeah, there's
much.
people that sit there and do that all day long.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh God, there sure are.
There are people who get severely, and I mean severely, hooked on gambling that they have to sometimes they have to put them in a hospital for a month or so.
Yep.
I think that with video games now,
Yeah.
I don't think gambling is as interesting to people under, like
Maybe not.
50. Because, I mean, a video game gives you so much more instant gratification. You don't win anything, but you don't really win anything in Vegas either, usually. I mean,
Yeah, that's
people
true.
that I know, they're like, oh, yeah, I was a big roller back in the blah, blah, blah. And they comped my room and they gave me free meals and all this kind of stuff. It's like, you do know that they're making money off of you.
Yes.
The comped
Well-
rooms are like 10% of what you've put into the machines.
Yeah, and they were always like,
Yeah.
yeah, I won really big last year. I won this, I won that. And it's like, but they're like, in reality, I'm basically breaking even.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I mean, if you count free vacations to Vegas as, a perk, I guess.
I have a question for you guys and everybody listening. Do people gamble as much as they used to? Because I don't think they gamble anywhere near as much as they used to.
It depends on your definition of gamble.
Like go to the
Because, like,
casino.
Like go to the casino, yeah.
Not
gamble.
like, no, younger people aren't going to the casinos and
No.
spending all day there and like,
They are
spending
not.
their entire paycheck there. But what they are doing is they're doing things like DraftKings and FanDuel, I think is one of them. Like the
Yeah.
sports betting is huge.
Yeah.
And there's also
Yep.
sites where you can bet. You can bet on literally anything. Like when there's a presidential debate, you can be like, $50 on if Donald Trump says the word, bagel within the first 10 minutes of the debate.
Right.
Something
right.
like that. You can literally put anything on there and people will bet on it no matter how dumb it is. And people are just like shoveling money into those betting sites.
It is true.
I know my parents went to the casino every week, at least once.
Yep.
And they'd get like pots and pans, and they'd be like, oh,
Really?
what are we going to do with all of these pots and pans? I guess we're going to have to give them to charity. It's
Yeah,
like,
look at
you guys
that.
are so funny.
Yeah, prop
Unbelievable.
bets. Alex said in the chat, prop bets. Those are like the thing for probably under 40, I would say. They're all doing prop bets because you can do it online. You can do it from your phone. You can do it anywhere you want. You don't
What's
have to
a
go to the
prop bet?
casino.
I don't even know what that is.
It's exactly what I said. It's just like dumb little bets on stuff. People could make prop bets on our show if they wanted.
Really?
They could be like, is today's show going to end before or after 11:45? And they could do a prop bet on that if they wanted to.
How
No,
much
we
do
don't
people
do anything.
usually bet on this kind of stuff?
Some people will put tons and tons of money on those prop bets. Like if they think it's a sure thing, I mean, you can put any amount you want.
Oh,
So why not, right?
What year was it the MIT gang got together? Massachusetts Institute of Technology, I think that's MIT, isn't it?
yeah.
The blackjack thing.
Yeah, the blackjack thing. They literally got so good at it, they were wiping out the blackjack tables in Vegas.
Well,
Remember that?
I think that is when they invented card counting.
Right. That's right.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes, between the 70s and early 2000s. And then the casinos figured out that like whenever they showed up, they were going to lose a bunch of money. So they were like, you can't come in here anymore.
Yeah, they just wouldn't let them come in anymore.
Yep.
But how is that fair? You let me come in if I'm going to lose a grand, but
I know
if
it's
I'm
not
gonna win it-
illegal, but the
That's why they have
casinos do just-
hotels that are 5 blocks long.
Yeah,
Somebody's got to be paying for
I
those.
suppose that's probably true. Yeah.
I don't know. It's I don't know. I also just with the economy being so horrible the last 5 years, it's just starting to loosen up now. People just don't have disposable income to piss away like they used
very
to.
true.
I haven't bought a stock in probably 5 years because
Yeah.
I have better things to put my money into.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. By the way, there was a movie. Charlie Albuquerque says there was a movie about the MIT kids. It was really good.
Oh,
I'm glad to hear that. Oh, there you go. Mike Lindell was a huge card counter.
was he?
Oh, Mike Lindell's a very, very smart guy. I mean, he's a quirky sumbitch, and I think the world of him, don't get me wrong. He's quirkier than hell, but he is really good at running math in his brain. He's really good
Wow.
at that. So that's pretty cool, don't you think?
Yeah.
I
did
don't
not
know.
know that he was a card counter.
Oh, yeah. He was very good at it, no question. Card counting is not acceptable, it says.
Well, yeah, anything that gives you. Well, I remember when we first started kind of going to casinos a little bit because of the show.
Yeah.
I
right.
believe that blackjack and craps have the best odds in the house for you if
I
you're.
think craps does, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
And if you learn how to bet with the house and against the table, you can even make more money because obviously mathematically, all casino games benefit the house
Yes.
as much as possible.
I think the house advantage for craps is like 5% or something.
Yeah, which is really low compared to a lot of them.
It's pretty low. It's basically a coin flip whether or not you a 1.4% house edge.
Yeah.
So if you put $100 into it, you're going to come out with about $98. Basically,
Oh, is that right?
is the math there. But it does mean that even if you play it for a long time, you're probably not going to lose too much money. You're probably not going to win too much money either. But that's
No.
okay.
Right.
Yeah, you got the audience is talking a lot about card counting and how many decks of cards they added and how many.
Yeah,
they
these
would
days
also-
they're shuffling like 20 decks in, and it
Right.
makes card counting a complete waste of time. You can't even do it anymore, really.
No, you can't count cards anymore. That's right. It's just
Yeah, because
too
it used to
much.
be like if they were just using one or two decks, okay,
Yeah,
let's say
yep.
you're playing blackjack, and the dealer deals out like 4 kings. Well, now the kings are already in the discard pile, so there's no kings left
Right.
in the deck.
Yep.
But now they're shuffling 10 decks in there. There's 40 kings. It's not even possible to try to do that.
Right. Right.
No.
I mean, you can still kind of because they put out the 4 kings out of 40. Like that's not very much of a hit to the like high card pool, but it's still there's fewer high cards. But it doesn't really matter like it used to. Not at all.
Well, sometimes I play video cribbage, and I play on the pro level, and it's just absolutely amazing how the computer always when knobs at least 5 times
I know, interesting, isn't it?
around. They always get these amazing hands of 25.
Yeah.
Right when you get around the skunk line, it's like these are fixed,
Oh, they absolutely are.
so fixed.
All those video gambling games are all like Mario Kart. No matter how well you do, you're going to get screwed at the end.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's always with the house, just how it is.
I'm kind of lucky in that I never cared that much for gambling anyway. I mean, I played cards with my friends and all that. And when the casinos all first opened, we went to casinos a lot
Yeah,
then.
you
but-
liked video poker.
Yeah, video poker.
Yeah, I remember one time you won a lot.
I did one.
They had to
one
come
time,
and
yeah.
fill up the machine. I think you won like
Well,
$2,000 or something.
Yeah, it
like
was a
that.
few thousand. I remember that. It's the only time I ever won at anything. So I still lost money, even though I won 3,000. So it doesn't really matter.
I always
gambling
feel
is nothing to me. I don't know.
I feel like, okay, so if you're going to go out to dinner and a movie, you're going to spend what, $100 probably?
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 50. So I figure if we're going to go to a casino, I will gamble that much
Yeah.
because it's a night out or a day out or whatever. And that's the money that I will spend. I don't ever put more money into it ever. It's just like if it's $100 or if it's $50, that's all I do.
I'm trying to think, and Andy, I'd get your response to this too. Catherine, when's the last time you and I went to a casino? It's been years, hasn't it?
Well, I was just at a casino last summer because I
Right.
went to Vegas with Alex. But during COVID, I remember going out to Mystic Lake.
So that was what, 5, 6, 7 years ago,
No, COVID wasn't that long ago.
wasn't it?
It was, 6 years ago, I
Was
would
it
say.
7
6 years
years
ago, yeah.
It was probably
I mean,
5 years ago
it
then.
technically started 6.5 years ago,
Right.
almost.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is anybody keeping up with these Epstein files?
Ooh, that's a
How
good
he was
question.
how
I
he
like
was
that.
talking about how he was talking about COVID in 2017 with Bill Gates.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we can get this started.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a. It's too bad they murdered him. You know what I mean?
Well, it's looking more and more and more like he was a government operative,
It does. You're
and
absolutely
he
right.
he was blackmailing people to keep them quiet and get them to do stuff. That's what it's looking like to me, but I
Unbelievable.
don't know.
Now, let me ask, and obviously I'm asking the listeners this as much as I'm asking the two of you, but when are we ever going to get to the point where the national news stops lying about every story they report? Every story now has to be twisted their way or they just won't run. I mean, it's basically they're lying to us on a nightly basis.
Well,
No,
if you
this
look
is
who-
not a new thing.
No, it's not.
Well,
but
if
I
you
mean,
look who owns the news outlets, they
Right.
are clearly one way or the other, and that's why they have a news outlet so they can bend the perspective.
well, why not just tell me the news? That'd be good.
Because
Just the
no
news.
one
is
is
Trying to benefit themselves. It
unbelievable.
isn't about you; it's about them.
So there's nothing on the straight and narrow anymore. Everything's fixed.
Well, in Minnesota, to me, Alpha News is really the only one that
Yeah, Alpha
says
News does a
what's
good job.
actually going on without spinning it.
Yeah, I think that is true. But I mean, you see these things. The amazing thing to me is I sit down in the morning because I get up a couple hours before Mom gets up, and I sit there and watch the news from channel to channel to channel. I cannot believe the lying that they do on those news channels. I mean, it's just this guy's the worst human being. No, the other guy's the worst human being. He's the second worst. No, you guys are all wrong. There are 15 people that are worse than. I mean, the whole news report is about how horrible the opposition is. You know, whether it's, they're a left-leaning station or a right-leaning station or whatever, they constantly go after the other side. And I don't want to watch that. And I tune to the next one, and they're doing it over there too. So as far as national news is concerned, is there a good national news that doesn't bullshit people? Because I know a lot of people want to believe that Fox doesn't, but they do. I know a number of people that work there. They,
Oh, at least you get a different viewpoint.
yeah, that's true. You do get it.
I mean, you're not going to
that
get a
it's
different
true,
viewpoint
but,
from CNN or MSNBC. They're
No.
basically just the exact same channel.
but that's not your job, is to pick other people's politics. It's not your
Like I said,
job.
It's who owns it. It's billionaires
I
are owning
know,
these.
I know.
I mean, that's what they want.
I just don't understand how once you tell me the news, once you tell me the truth about the news, first of all, and then everybody be a lot happier, but they'll never do it. They never have and they never will.
Nope.
I find that I really find that disgusting. I really got to be honest with you. I find it flat out disgusting what these people do. But, I suppose it's because everything is all about money. Can you guys, And the listening audience, I'd like to hear your comments on it too. Can you think of something that isn't fixed for money? It's all about money. Everything is. The news is all about money, and this is over there, and that's over there. It's like, Jesus. Anything? Is there anything else you'd like to report other than money stuff? What do you think?
Just not the way things work now with social media.
You think that's what did it? Is that everybody's?
Absolutely, it's very polarizing.
It is, yeah. I suppose that's true.
You know, like you said, we've talked about this so many times about, you can say, I like kittens, and there will be 50 people. Kittens are the worst thing that ever happened. You're stupid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
absolutely.
not just politics. It's just that
No.
everybody gets to have a voice, and apparently it's super fun to attack people.
Well, they sure do love to attack people. I don't really get attacked as much as I thought I would. Once in a while I do, but not really very much. I don't know what. Although I don't go on social media and do that kind of thing very often anyway. If I go on social media, I usually just kind of read what's going on. Mm-hmm. Once in a while I'll post something. I think I posted something yesterday or this morning or some damn thing, but I don't know. I just, major XTC, money makes the world go around. And the OJs, for the love of money. You're absolutely right. It's always about money. Isn't that sad?
You know what the OJs makes me think of?
What?
Yoj. Does anyone remember Yoj?
No.
What is Yoj?
What's Yoj?
You don't remember Yoj? It was a
No.
Kemp's thing. I think it was like orange flavored yogurt or something. What was that?
Yeah, I've
remember
never heard of
being-
Yoj.
Yes, yogurt and juice blend produced by Kemp's. It was like
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yoj. That
bring
sounds
back
terrible.
Yoj.
Orange
Delicious.
juice and...
It was great when I was 6 years old or whatever. Surely someone out there remembers drinking Yoj. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that stuff
Mark
had
remembers
loads
it
of
if he
sugar
remembers
in
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
I
yeah,
love this.
absolutely. It was just nothing but sugar, but still.
I love this. Alex says, backstabbers, also the OJs. No relation to the topic, but I love the song. That works for me. Yes, it gets us off topic. I really appreciate that. An orange yogurt drink is what you guys were talking about, I guess, huh?
Good stuff.
Is that it?
Is that like
makes
an
me
Orange
OJ for-
Julius?
No, it was basically like those drinkable yogurt things, like those Dannon dealies that they
Yeah.
have now. But
Yeah.
it was orange. I'm sure the Dannon things are basically the exact same thing as Yoj, but I remember Yoj being like thicker maybe. And it had that like artificial vitamin C orange flavor powder taste.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
was super
Sounds
good when
great
you were a
for
kid.
you. Yeah.
Tasty. I thought
you
OJ
go.
was a front stabber, not a backstabber.
See? OJ. Get it?
Different OJ.
Jeez.
Different. Yeah, it's a different OJ. Why don't we take our break here, come right back, and wrap things up in the next, well, not for about another 10, 15 minutes, but we can take our break right here, right?
Certainly.
All right. Do I just have the standalone here?
Well, there's a Bradshaw and Bryant at 11:20 and a Welsh here at 11:40, but we're already kind of halfway between the two.
So
So
why don't we do them together?
sure, that'll work.
Perfect. You do Michael first. That'd be great.
Yep.
Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong, but suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant.
It's Tom for Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities. Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities are a place where your loved one will live with pride and dignity. If you care deeply about someone in your life, Wellshire is a place I highly recommend. Wellshire is a memory care focused facility that has a full nursing team, always staffed within the building 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They've never used or relied on any staffing agencies. Wellshire in Medina is now accepting elderly waivers after 12 months of private pay. I know them personally. That's a fact. And they're a family-owned local company conveniently located right in Medina and Bloomington. They're the best staff memory care facility in the state. Wellshire has a robust community with activities 7 days a week. If your loved one is in need of a memory care facility, please get in touch with my friends at Wellshire. Set up a tour or learn more at wellshiremn.com. That's WEALSHIREMN.com.
Now people are talking about Orange Julius.
I see that.
I saw one of those at a mall. They still exist.
They still
In Florida,
do,
they
yes.
do. I don't know if they do in Minnesota anymore.
Yeah, they were standalones, and then they merged with a cookie place, I think.
No, they merged
Julius.
with Dairy Queen, it looks like.
I just feel like at the
they
mall,
did.
there's an Orange Julius on one side and some cookies or something on the
Huh.
other. But I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
all of the ones in, it looks like all the ones in Minnesota are closed.
Oh,
Well, they are.
Or wait, this one in Bloomington might be open?
maybe at the Eden Prairie Mall. Maybe.
That could be. It just said
something like
Orange
that.
Julius of America. I don't think I've ever been to an Orange Julius, so
Well,
I'm
that's
not clear.
Bloomington. So they're talking Mall of America.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I
okay.
would guess.
I have a video that Melissa wanted me to play for you.
Oh,
because
here we go.
It's about grandparents. She wanted to get your take on it. Let's see if it works. So she sent me the MP4 of it, and I'm just going to see if it works at all.
Common myth that grandparents love their grandchildren more than their own children. And grandparents are the first to joke about it. But the truth is actually much deeper than that. Grandparents haven't found a new love. It's the same one. Our grandchildren are extensions of our children. So the love we feel for them is simply an extension of the love we've always had for our kids. We're not loving more, we're loving again through a different lens at a different time in life. It's like getting to watch your favorite movie all over again, but this time without the background noise. No deadlines, no pressure, no responsibility pulling us away from the moment. Every laugh, every expression, every little habit our grandchildren have is a quiet reminder of who our children once were and how deeply we love them. Not a new love, just love returned to us in a smaller body with familiar eyes, a familiar laugh, and familiar mannerisms. Our children made us loving parents. Our grandchildren remind us why. Share this with your kids.
Who is that?
Some guy that Melissa found on Instagram.
That's wonderful. I love that because that's exactly how I feel about the whole thing. Everybody's like, oh, why do you always hang out with your kids and your grandkids? Because I love to. That's why.
I love my grandkids way more than my kids. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Well, it's
It's
like
a
you
whole
said,
different thing.
no
It's a whole
responsibilities. Also, you don't have to be there for every single tantrum, and
No, that's true.
I think that's
That
the
is
big
true.
part of it is not having to put them to bed every night and change every one of their diapers and that sort of thing.
I know, but that all goes really fast. You
Yep.
don't. When you're at this
True.
age, it feels like it never is going to go away with the interrupted sleep and
Yeah,
the this and the
yeah.
that. But then all of a sudden, once they start school, it's like time speeds up so fast as soon as they get in school.
Is
It's
that when
just
it
like,
happens?
Holy, yes,
I'm
absolutely.
waiting for the time dilation to start.
It's going to start. Trust me.
Well, I'm already kind of seeing that with Colin because, we had Ethan and then 3-ish years later we had Colin and now we're going through all the same things that Ethan went through, like the little
Right.
milestones and stuff.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you're already reliving like I say all the time. It's like, oh, Ethan used to play with that toy all the time when he was Colin's age, or Ethan used to do that when he was Colin's age. And that's already gone, even though he's only 4.5 years old. There's a lot of
Right.
toys in our house that weren't touched for 2 years because they were just little baby toys that he was too old for, but now they're getting used again and that sort of thing.
Wait a minute. He's going to be 5 in November?
He sure is.
Oh, my God.
we
this
just went to
going
his
by.
4th birthday
I
party.
know, but my God.
I know. Colin's already a year and a half.
Year and a half for Colin.
Colin's
I
going to be
know.
2 years old in 6 months, which is crazy because he still feels like such a baby.
Yeah, I suppose that is true.
Well, he doesn't
That
talk,
is
so that really increases the babiness of him. But
That's true.
Babiness.
his receptive language is very good for his age, though. Like we were talking at the dinner table yesterday, we asked Ethan if he wanted to take a bath, and Colin immediately sprints over to the bathroom. He's Like, hell yeah, that's
Well,
time.
we're not having any trouble understanding language. We
Yeah.
just don't want to speak it.
Right.
Exactly. You can understand it. Or it's like, now if we say like, oh, I think Colin's got a dirty diaper, he goes, he's like this, looks down at his diaper like, do I?
Do I really?
Do I have a dirty diaper?
Yeah.
I don't understand. You know, we only got about 7, 8 minutes left in the show today, but it's a good time to ask it because it's all just family here. I do not understand. I mean, if mom's a prick or dad's a prick or whatever, then I do understand it, that family means nothing to you. But that must be really difficult to go through life. I mean, my father never gave a rat's ass about me. He and I never got along. So I know how that part feels. But I also have to be honest that my mom and my uncles, whether it be Eldon from my dad's family or, one of my mother's brothers and, Lamont Dane, a great guy to me. So there was somebody stepping in there and taking care of me. So I didn't notice that Dad was even gone because, like I said, he was such a prick to me every moment I ever spent any time with him. But those guys on the other families, my dad's family and my mom's family stepped up and made sure that I had a couple of really good examples, more than a couple, several good examples of what it meant to be a good person and a father in a family and all the rest of it. Do people not step up like that anymore?
I
think plenty of
a lot of
people
people.
step
I think a lot of people. I mean, being a bad father or mother or whatever is not exactly a new thing.
No.
No, it's not. No, not
No,
at
I
all.
think a lot of people step up. It's just that you don't hear about it. All we hear about
Yeah.
is the negative stuff all the time because there's so much negative stuff. There's a lot of positive role models and a lot of people that step up and do the right thing. In my opinion, you just don't hear about them.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a man bites dog kind of situation. You don't hear about the norm.
Well, I got very, very lucky because of my mother's family. Like I said, three of her, two of my great uncles, one of my uncles were murdered, but I never knew one of them. One of the other ones I was around when he was murdered. And then my Uncle Augie was thrown off a building in downtown Minneapolis when I was a kid. So, I mean, there were some tough times when I was a kid. Looking back, no wonder I'm such an even keel guy. Do you think?
Probably has something to do with it.
Something.
No response. I get no response, no support at all. Thank you so much for that. No, but I mean, I do like to talk about how important family is, and this is a good day to do it, obviously. But is family as important as it used to be?
I think so. It
I
depends.
hope
I mean,
so.
I think it ebbs and flows.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
probably.
The early 20th century, I think family was like, it was a period after kids stopped dying all the time. Because, I mean, for the vast majority of human history, the average child, I think like something like 90% of all people didn't make it to like 30 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we're talking about like 1900 through 1950, having 8 kids and keeping 8 kids was like a new thing. So all of a sudden you had these gigantic families because you didn't really have gigantic families in the 1800s or 1700s because you'd have 10 kids, but then half of them would end up dying. And that's why you had 10 kids.
Right.
So between 1900 and whatever, there was this kind of very short trend of extremely huge families, which didn't exist before and didn't exist after. Because before the kids were all dying, and after it was like, oh, if we have 10 kids, we're going to take care of 10 kids. Can't do that. So, I mean, I think it really was like you were born at the tail end of that trend of very, very big families sticking together for a
Well,
very
you have to remember too, we were told that there was a population explosion and the earth couldn't possibly feed
yeah.
and house and clothe all of the
Yep.
people, so you had to limit your children to 2. That's all you're supposed to have, 1 or 2.
Well, now we're being
Stop.
told that, like, if a woman has a kid before 40, it's because she'll never amount to anything. And, she's never going to live out her destiny as the CEO of Alphabet or whatever. Because that's
Well,
what a lot of people on the internet think. They're like, oh, you have a kid at 30, but you have so many working years left. Think about those. And that's what they prioritize.
Well, it's not only that, but they're also teaching people in college that, the end of the world is going to happen because
Yep.
of us.
We're all gonna
And we're
die.
eating too much and we're doing all of this and we are not allowed to do that. So why have kids? Because the earth's going to end.
Yep.
And also the girl power thing. It's like, don't have children, otherwise you're not going to be able to concentrate on your career.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of women are choosing not to even get married and have kids. I
And
mean,
it's happening.
I know a lot of people who are,
Yeah.
women between the ages of 20 and 40 are like never going to have a kid. They're just
Yep,
not
me
going to do
too.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's the way it's going to be. Then there's going to be fewer and fewer people.
It's happening all over the place too. Even like it makes sense that the first world is going to have a much lower fertility rate because, we're where all the progressive thinking comes from, but we're also like childhood mortality is low and that sort of thing. And it's also we're kind of overworked in the first world. But if you look at like the population graph, the fertility graph of the entire world, there is no country that hasn't seen a massive decrease in fertility over the past like 50 years. Even
Really?
Sub-Saharan Africa, India, I think India might not even be at replacement rate anymore.
How can there's a billion people there?
I know, you think like there's so many of them and all you hear is these stories about these giant Indian families. But even in India, that's kind of a thing of the past. Now women are having 2 kids if you're lucky.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose that is
Insane.
probably true. That is probably true. All right, any closing words? Got a couple of minutes left.
No, we can talk about what we did for Valentine's Day, I suppose.
We could do that.
I don't know if that's like a thing so much anymore. I mean, we did something.
Is it? Yeah, is Valentine's Day even that important to people anymore? I mean, surely see a lot of cards and balloons and that kind of thing in the stores.
You
but,
sure do.
Yeah.
I mean, is it a big? Mom and I celebrated it and had a really nice time, and that was really great. Did you celebrate the holiday, Andy?
Yeah, we went out to Shram. We had some wine,
Oh,
and
okay. There you go.
we didn't tell Ethan because he would have been mad. So
you
there's an
can't tell
episode. No, there's a specific thing. So there's an episode of Bluey called Pavlova. Do you know what Pavlova is? That's the thing is no American knows what Pavlova is because it's like it seems to be like a Commonwealth thing. It's a dessert. It's like meringue and whipped cream and fruit.
Okay.
So it's pretty simple, but we went to Shram and we saw Pavlova on the menu and we were like, oh, we've never actually had this before. I've never even heard of it until Bluey. So we ordered it and it was good. And we were like, we should bring home some to Ethan because Ethan would be thrilled to have the Bluey dessert.
Yeah, yep.
But it's meringue and whipped cream. So 5
Oh,
minutes
God.
after it comes out, it's
Yep.
melted into a pile of goo. And we were like, if we brought this home to him, he would just be mad because it looks so crappy. So we're gonna have to bring him to Shram one day so we can try Pavlova for real.
Can you freeze it?
You probably
Meringue?
could, but
I wonder if you could. I don't
you
know.
could, but I mean, like, how could we freeze it in the time between getting there and getting home? I don't know. We'd have to bring like a cooler or something.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
How
So,
about
yeah.
this? Major XTC. I'm working on a couple more shirts for the merch store.
Nice.
I'm glad to hear it. Works for me.
You should
All
have
right,
one
any-
made of gold that says everything's about money on it, and it should cost $500.
Good plan.
Oh, Margaret had a Nanaimo bar this morning.
Nanaimo bar? Yep.
Nanaimo? I thought it was Nanaimo. Yeah, remember the first time we had one was up in
In
Canada?
Canada, yep.
Yep,
I-
yep.
We talked about how delicious it was, and then Jerry brought some in, and
Yep.
Those
yeah,
Nanaimo bars.
now it's a thing.
I love
Is it?
Well, it's at the store.
Yeah, that's true. If it was
I
at
don't
Lunds and Byerly's. Oh, by the way, we talked about Lunds and Byerly's, I think, on Friday. And I think you said, like, you were wondering if it was anywhere else but in the area. No, I looked it up. The 2 farthest Lunds and Byerly's are 17 miles apart from each other.
Really?
They're all within like a 10-mile radius of the Twin Cities.
Well, Lund's was separate and Byerly's was separate. And then I believe Don Byerly, toward the end of his life, sold it off too. And that's why it's now called Lund's and Byerly's because, Don Byerly was one of the nicest men you'd ever want to meet. Just a great store owner, wonderful guy.
I'm trying to think the furthest out west one is Excelsior, maybe then?
I think
That's about right.
I think
that
the
sound
2
right?
farthest away are Maple Grove and what would that be down like Invergrove Heights or something like that?
I know there's one in Eden Prairie.
It was over
I
to
don't
the
know if there's-
east. I think it was like south of St. Paul. So I think that's like the
Oh.
Invergrove Heights-ish area.
Oh,
And Maple Grove and Inver Grove Heights are pretty far away from each other, relatively speaking.
yeah, because I mean, a lot of them in the suburbs, they're really big stores, so they have to have a good population to
Yeah.
Yeah.
be profitable, I'm sure.
You're, oh, looks like we may rob some money here. He said, I have the over 11:45 when the show ends.
Uh-oh, it's 11:45 right now, so it's
prop
not
bet.
the over.
Uh-oh, we can end it right now. Rob a bunch of cash. Did you know that it's illegal? Like, let's say people made prop bets on this show.
Okay.
And like, let's say one of the prop bets is that I say a certain word. If I went to that site and put a bet on that, then I went on the show and said the word to win myself.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
illegal. You can't do
yes.
Oh.
You can't do that, right?
that. But that just seems so strange. I don't know. Like, I kind of get it, but it's also like, I don't know. You're betting on mannerisms and stuff, and I don't know.
Isn't that what Congress people and senators do?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
Fix
much.
it. They just fix it.
Well, there was a controversy. There was a prop bet on someone saying something at the Oscars, I think. Someone on the chat might know what I'm talking about. And apparently he just like looked right into the camera. All of a sudden he was talking. He just looks in the camera and says the word. And everyone was like, oh, yay, my prop bet. And then everyone was like, wait a minute. Did he bet on himself to do this? Or was he just... Or like, oh, even if you don't bet on it, is it still legal to do that if you know that that's the bet? Because like
You'd have
maybe
to
I didn't
prove
make
it.
money. Yeah, exactly. Maybe I didn't make money. Maybe all my friends bet on it. And I said, hey, I'm going to do
Yeah.
this thing. Everyone bet on this thing. But then how do you prove that? How do you make them not know? Or once they find out, then is the bet void? It's all just
I
very
don't know.
stupid. I don't, this is one of many reasons I am not a gambling man.
Right. Too many
Oh yeah, that's
variables.
one. Yeah, Alex in the chat. There's a guy who streaks at games that does it on purpose, knowing that he'll make more on the prop bet than his fine.
Oh.
Because they'll fine you like $500, but if you put 5,000 on it, you came out on
Yeah.
top.
True.
Yep.
All right, that is going to do it, but we'll be back tomorrow. That's a good thing.
Oh, quickly, I know it's a couple weeks, but what is the thought on spring break? That's going to be the 9th, right? I think.
The 9th of what, March?
Of March.
Spring. What about spring break?
Well,
Are we
Alice is going to
Are we
be-
having spring break on the show, or
What do you mean, take the whole week off?
I don't remember what we did last year.
I don't know. Figure it out. Whatever you guys need to do.
Well, last year we went up to Disney World, so yeah, we did take it off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but I think I might have done
Or
the show.
yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more as it gets there. But I figured I'd address it so it's in everyone's mind because
Right.
it's 3 weeks away, but 3 weeks comes up quicker than you think.
This is true.
Very true. But we will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Got a picture in my pocket reminds me of this one was before. Every time I hear the singing reminds me how you talk in my door.